Good morning. Welcome back to One Sober to Another. If you're new to the channel, take a chance to subscribe. If you're not and you're coming back just to check it out, hope you're having a good day. Today's daily reflection. This is what my life was like when I was drunk and when I was alone and when I wasn't a part of anything except myself. Today's daily reflection is so much related to how I was before and the love I see in the newcomer's eyes. Let's talk about it. Ready? Let's go. All right, folks, coming fresh off a workout. I apologize if my hair looks amazing and you're a little jealous. Let's go. Some of us won't believe in God. Some of us can't. And still others who do believe that God exists have no faith whatever He will perform the miracle. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 25. It was the changes I saw in the new people who came into the fellowship that helped me lose my fear and change my negative attitude to a positive one. I could see the love in their eyes, and I was impressed by how much their one day at a time sobriety meant to them. They had looked squarely at step 2 and came to believe that a power greater than themselves was restoring them to sanity. That gave me faith in the fellowship and hope that it could work for me too. I found that God was a loving God, not a punishing God. God I feared before coming into AA. I also found that He had been with me during all those times I had been in trouble before I came to AA. I know today that He was the one who led me to AA and that I am a miracle. Oh, Malanta Wayne, you said it again. You don't have to believe in God. Some don't believe in God. Some can't believe in God. God. I'm not a good actor, but I tried. Look, people, all you folks out there who are either struggling with sobriety, living in sobriety, or living in a life of recovery, like me, have either come to believe in a power greater than yourself or you haven't. And it's okay if you haven't yet, because unfortunately, if you don't think you will, you will. Or should I say fortunately, yes, I shall. For me, man, when I came into AA, right, and Alcoholics Anonymous might not be your groove, but it is mine. When you went into your sobriety or when you went into, deciding not to drink or use, and your life had started to get a little bit better, for me, I had seen the people at meetings for me who the sobriety was working. The 24 hours at a time was working without a drink. And they found that they could stay sober for just one day and have the power to wake up the next morning, thank whoever their higher power is, and do it again. That clock is only 24 hours, folks. And even the most challenging of alcoholics and addicts can get through 24 hours. Now, that might be a stretch for some of you to understand because you might not be there yet. I totally get it because, I was there myself. When I had to stop drinking. Otherwise, I was going to lose my damn career and everything else that went along with it. If I thought for a moment at that point in time, and this occurred, where I had to stop drinking for 24 hours, I went into a rage, I went into panic, and I didn't want anything to do with it. I didn't want to hear the people at Alcoholics Anonymous. I didn't want to hear the therapists or the counselors. All I wanted was my drink so I could shut them all up, because that's what I knew. That was my survival technique. And a lot of you out there can understand that because a lot of you do the same thing. Now, I'm not generalizing, man, and you may think I am, but I'm not. I'm speaking from experience because I drank for 23 plus years, folks. I'm not sure what that either after or before kind of looks like because I was drunk. Imagining that 24 hours was agony. And guess what? I did not get through it my first couple tries. I didn't quite fully regret drinking again because it led me to where I am now. But at that time, the moment I was drunk, I was like, damn, I did this again. But when I was able to see the love in their eyes in the meetings and people who were living in sobriety, it gave me a whole new perspective, because I used to think that, everything was dark and bleak without my drink. Did I rhyme that? I don't know. I used to think that it was dark and bleak, and I used to think that the only way for me to shut up all the noise and to stop the opinions of other people was to get drunk again, so I couldn't hear it and I couldn't see it. That was completely the wrong way that I was looking at it, because when I was able to hear other people's perspective and other people's experiences, I was able to see a light in their eyes that was a little bit different than the dark in mine, because I used to have this blank stare that was just ridiculous. I'm gonna give it a shot. You ready? And that was it. That was it, folks. And it was as silent as that, because nothing was going through my head except, when are these people gonna shut up so I can go get drunk? And that's the way it was for me all the time. But the light in their eyes was something just amazing. And I was like, how did they get that? How are they able to get through 24 hours a day without a drink? And I learned slowly. I personally came to believe in a power greater than myself could restore me to sanity, and it did, just like it did for those folks. And I hope that you are able to experience the same thing, because it's just something that is, I don't have that drive to go back to the drink, and I don't have the same thoughts that I used to have of how to solve my problems or how to, navigate through life without a drink. I have a different thought of, what can I do to make today better? What can I do to make someone else's day better? You guys out there. What can I do to, help somebody versus help myself? And all those things help me to live in a better way than I was living before. And if you ever seen any of my videos, you know that it wasn't that good. I hope that you've got something from today's daily reflection. I hope it has a little bit of value for you. If it does, hit that like button so we can keep this video in circulation. And guess what? If you haven't taken the time to subscribe, you can hit that little notification bell. Right. Boom. Nah, let me put it over here. Right. There. Boom. I definitely need some lotion, folks. And life's a garden. Dig it. I appreciate the support of everybody out there that has lifted me up, because I was going to quit YouTube, and you guys didn't talk me out of it, but you definitely talked me into it's got value for some of you, and I'm grateful to be of service. And I hope you have a good day. And back to the Life's a Garden. Dig it. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.